it's Carrie from Carrie's Clips. Thank you so much for tuning in. For today's video, as you can tell by the title, we are going to be talking about why relationships don't last anymore. I've been seeing so much on Twitter and Instagram and everything, and it honestly just makes me so happy that I'm not in a relationship because you guys are crazy. Like, people in relationships, like couples, you guys are psychopaths. And I'm not all of you, I'm sure there's some good ones, but most of you are so stupid, and I'm so blessed that I can go to bed at night and not have to worry about someone cheating on me, not have to worry about arguing with someone. Like, I go to sleep and I am peaceful. You people are psycho, and I'm so happy I don't have to deal with that. For me, I think one of the main reasons that relationships don't last anymore is because of social media. Now, social media is a huge deal, and I have a completely other video that I'm going to make about social media. For this video, I'm just going to talk about the one thing, social media-wise, that affects relationships, and it's the subtweeting. Now, when you're in a relationship with somebody, communication is the key. But no, these days, everybody thinks that, oh, I'm just going to go on Twitter. If I get into a fight with my boyfriend or girlfriend, I'm going to go on Twitter and I'm going to subtweet them. I see that all the time. Like, I'll see a couple, they'll get into a fight, and it's so obvious that they're fighting because both of them will tweet at the exact same time, like something like, oh, so pathetic, or haha, lol, so funny. Like, just something so stupid that it's obvious that you guys are fighting. Why do that? Why broadcast it for the entire world to see that you're in an argument? That is why it doesn't last, because you put your business out there for everybody to see. And why? For what reason? Like, there's no need for it. Yes, you're communicating your feelings, but what you need to be doing is communicating your feelings to each other, because the world doesn't care. Like, nobody cares if you guys are fighting. You need to work that out together as a couple and not go and tweet about it or subtweet each other. It shows a lack of maturity, and that is one of the other reasons that relationships don't last, is a maturity. There is no maturity in relationships anymore. I am constantly seeing couples fighting and arguing about the dumbest thing, and you find a reason to fight. Because everybody has such a fighting spirit these days. All you want to do is fight, 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 and there's no need for it. I don't understand why you want to fight with somebody. I've seen tweets on Twitter before where it's like memes, and it's like, it says something, I don't remember the exact meme, but it's so stupid. Like, it said something like, when you're bored and you just start an argument with bae. Like, why? What is the reason for it? Your relationship isn't going to last if you just are bored so you want to start an argument with someone. What is the purpose of that? It's only going to make both of you mad. That also shows no maturity whatsoever. If you are going to start a fight with someone because you're bored, where is your maturity level? It's non-existent. When you get into an argument, instead of fighting and being mad at each other and subtweeting each other, talk it out like a normal human being. Just talk it out. Sit down, say, this is what's wrong, this is how we need to fix it. Just do it. It's so easy. I don't know why you don't do that. Instead, you just fight and argue. Be mature, talk it out, be a grown-up, and get over yourself. Another reason I think that relationships don't last is because everybody expects so much out of a relationship. You expect so much, and you expect these big gestures of things like flowers every day, or big expensive gifts, or they have to buy you something all the time. Like, why? You expect too much. If you love somebody, you're going to love them no matter what. If they buy you something, that's great, but don't expect it. I think everybody expects. And then when you get into a relationship and that doesn't happen, but it's a really good person that you really care for, but they don't give you what you want, what's the purpose? Like, you're not going to always have these extravagant gifts, and you're not going to always have someone doing all these amazing things for you. If they exist and if they're there for you, that is all that should matter. Another thing that bothers me a lot is jealousy. Now, I understand jealousy is real. Like, if I had a boy that I was dating and I saw him talking to another girl and flirting with her, I'd have a little bit of jealousy. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like, if he's flirting with her. But if he's just friends with her and is just talking to her as a friend, I'm fine with it. When I get a boyfriend, I'm gonna expect him to let me be friends with whoever I want. If it's a guy, I'm gonna be friends with a guy. I'm not gonna completely ditch my friends that I've had for years just because I get into a relationship. And that happens a lot. I have seen so many couples get so mad if their friends, like if the girl is friends with a guy that she's been friends with forever, her boyfriend doesn't want her to be friends with him anymore because it's a guy and he's jealous. And the same exact thing with girls. And I think girls are so much worse, and I don't know why, but a lot of my friends and a lot of people that I see in relationships freak out if their boyfriend is just speaking to another girl. If he goes in line to check out and he goes with a girl instead of the guy in the other lane, like, she's gonna get mad because he went with the girl. Like, it's just so ridiculous. Like, honestly, if you're with somebody, you should trust them. You should have all the trust in the world for them unless they break it. If they break your trust, then I completely get it. But if they've never done anything wrong, and if they're just talking to a friend, then I don't see the problem in it. If you are happy and if you are in a committed relationship with someone, you should trust them with every piece of your heart. And that just shows that you love each other and you care about each other. Being jealous over the smallest things does not show that. Another thing that really annoys me is if you're talking to somebody and you're texting your boyfriend, if he doesn't text you back in 2 minutes, it's the end of the world and you freak out. You think he's cheating on you. You jump to conclusions. Jumping to conclusions is not okay. And I understand it's only human to do that, but you really need to try to control yourself. If he doesn't text you back in 2 minutes, he's probably busy, because people have lives other than you. The world does not revolve around you. A lot of girls these days don't even like their boyfriends to hang out with their friends, which I completely do not understand. Like, that's ridiculous to me. Please, go be with your friends. That they're your friends. Like, they've been there for you probably before your girlfriend's been with you. So if I had a boyfriend, I would let him go and be with his friends. I don't see a problem with it. A lot of people don't like that. The girl wants all of the attention to be on her. Guys are the same way. Some guys don't want their girlfriends to hang out with their friends. They want them to be with them 24/7. But that's not okay. You have other lives other than your relationship. You need to be able to do what you want and not be scared that your partner is going to get mad at you for what you're doing. Give each other space. Give each other freedom. I understand, like, if both of you want to be together 24/7, that's fine too. But if you want to be out with your friends once a week or twice a week, whatever, do it. You don't have to be strapped down and completely do what the other person tells you to do. I don't know why, but like, this has just been on my head so much because I've been seeing so many tweets and so many things on Instagram and everything. And it makes me realize, like, this is why people get into relationships and they don't last. It's because of the jealousy, the arguing, the fighting, just unnecessary things that can be resolved so easily. I've decided now that if the guy that is supposed to be in my life comes now or 5 years from now, that's okay. And I'm not going to sit here and dwell on that 24/7, because when the right guy is ready for me, I'm here, I'm ready. But I'm not going to go and try and push myself into situations like that and try to get a boyfriend and want a boyfriend so badly, because when the time's right, it's going to happen. And I'm fine waiting now. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you got some advice from this. If you're in one of these relationships where you're arguing and fighting all the time, please evaluate your relationship and see why these things happen and try to be more mature about it. And don't go, next time you get into a fight with your boyfriend, don't go and tweet something about how he's pathetic. Just be normal. Talk it out with him. Don't freak out. Be calm. Thank you guys so much. If you want, you can subscribe to my channel, like the video if you liked it. Even if you didn't like it, you should still like the video because it makes me pretty happy, and I'd like to be happy today. So thank you guys so much. Bye!